We are live. We are live from the world famous Las Vegas. And this is the Cloth Talk Show. I am your host, one of your hosts, BI Services, aka Bird the Barber. I'm waiting for my guest. I mean, not my guest, my partner. Let me see. Is this trying to see if we can add him? But I am BI Services, aka Bird the Barber. It's the Cloth Talk Show. And, we got some good topics today. What's happened in the last week? What do we got? It was a good week, barbering, but I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. There's no fights. NFL was, doing their thing. Store's still not starting. What
We
up? Introduce
not much,
yourself.
man. What's going on, man? What up? What up?
Introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, my name Lauren the Barber, man. Fadeaway LV is what I represent. That's the barbershop, 3400 South Jones Boulevard, Suite 21. And we're not there right now, but we'll be there at 11 o'clock. And yeah, man, I'm ready for this cloth talk thing, man.
What's anything happened this week?
This weekend, let me think. What did we do this weekend? It's always this is we getting ready for the Las Vegas Barber Expo, so you know everything's surrounded by that. As y'all know, if you guys follow me, then you'll see that I have several interviews from all different barber expos. I love barber expos, and LV Barber Expo is one of them ones. Probably the second running Connecticut #1. And LV #2. We blessed to live here in Las Vegas, so we just go around the corner and do that thing. So just getting prepared for that, man. That's about it that I can think of out of the normal. You know.
Why is it important for barbers to go to barber expos like this, especially barbers in Las Vegas that don't have to do much traveling? Why is it beneficial for them to go? Because they say a lot of the education is on YouTube. They said, why would I go if I can see it right on YouTube, the same thing?
Yeah,
So
and
like, why?
I agree, man. I want to put an emphasis on networking, man. Networking is the most important thing and the toughest thing to do. A lot of people, if you find out, if you look into their life, you'll see the reason why they don't have much success because they isolated themselves. They have, and it's a time for that. It's a time for that to isolate yourself so you can focus. I'm an introvert. You know what I'm saying? An introvert just means that when it's time to get yourself together, you block out everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to focus, and that's the type of guy I am. But I just know the power of connections is everything. We're humans, and we're interdependent. It's nothing. You know what I mean? We go spiritual with it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that think that just God is like what they call it, anthropomorphic, to where he just a hand in the sky just come grab you and just make you rich, put you in a position. You know what I'm saying? That's not the real deal, man. God uses people to help you. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to connect with people in order for things to for things to happen, and everybody needs to work on their networking skills. It's gonna take you farther than what you know. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And guess what? Naturally, when you surround yourself by successful people, you absorb what they got. You know what I mean? You absorb what they got, and then you'll rise to that level.
Some people say, there's no clients there. Why would I go there? That people would say it's like a pissing contest. Who's the best barber? Yeah, you're a great barber. I'm a great barber. What's the whoop-de-doo? But so the people that think like that, can you clarify more of the networking of what how that benefit them? Especially maybe an older barber that really isn't into social media too much. He posts maybe a little bit, you know. but he's working 7 days a week. You know, he's in the barbershop. He's getting his clients. You know, how would that benefit him?
Okay, so now we always gotta do this before we do anything, man. We set our goals, you know. So now, and it is the levels that you're on too, you know. It's the levels you're on too. If that's what you're on, if you just want to get the people that's local, and you're working on people as far as clientele. But I'm gonna just tell you this: even with clientele, I got a lot of my best customers from other barbers, you know. So if they're busy or something like that, and then their customers need a haircut, they'll refer me, you know. But in that, I'm gonna go back to this though. Las Vegas, man, we so blessed to be in Las Vegas, man. And this is something I kept in mind when I moved to Las Vegas, and I travel all over America to all these conferences. Everybody I talk to, when they ask where I live, I'm in Vegas. They like, I just left Las Vegas. I'm about to go to Las Vegas. I got family in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's gonna end up in Las Vegas. But when you're connecting with people that have, say, celebrity clientele, even or just clientele that have money that travel, when they need somebody to cut their hair, and they can't get to that barber, they like, do you know anybody? They ask their barber, do you know anybody in Las Vegas? They be like, boom, yeah, hit up my guy Lauren. I get that all the time. I get that all the time. I just
That's a good
it
one right
happens.
there.
Yeah, yeah, it happened. It happened so much that I take it for granted and I don't think about. But it just happened
Okay,
last. You know what I mean?
that's a jewel right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, we hope to see you there at the Las Vegas Boulevard Fadeaway Barbershop. Midnight Boys will be in the building.
Las
We'll
Vegas
be in the
Art
building.
Expo. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. So Nvidia AI $100 billion partnership. Nvidia wants to invest up to $100 billion into OpenAI to build a giant data center using their chips. Now we
Mm-hmm.
already know that Nvidia chips are powered most of the world's AI companies right now. Nvidia, they're already into that, you know. So they already have some type of skin in the game when it comes to AI. And so with this much money, is Nvidia trying to lock up the whole AI market and make sure nobody else can compete with them?
Yeah, seem like it. They, yeah. I mean, every angle they're going for it. Every
$100 billion in the open AI.
Yeah. That OpenAI is obviously the leaders in artificial intelligence.
And $100 billion ain't no,
Man,
that's bigger than a lot of companies. What is the, I don't know what the mega cap is. What's mega cap? Is it 100 and above, something like that? We got because with small caps, mid caps, mega caps. Is that how it goes?
hey, well, look here. Let's look it up. Guess what,
Because $100 billion is not nothing to sneeze over. We understand
man?
Nvidia is what, a $3 to $4 trillion company,
Right.
right?
I tell you this. I
Nvidia.
like where we at though. I like where we at though because we're not sneezing. I mean, we're not so affected by those big numbers no more. Like big numbers are just coming regular, and it's coming to where it's like we can talk about it and not feel intimidated. I think a lot of times, and I noticed this even in myself when I was studying, I would listen to people that was worth, $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And be comfortable and stuff like that. But when the $1 billion videos came, for some reason, I didn't want to listen to them people. But I had to look at myself. I'm like, do I feel like that's out of my range? Is that why I don't want to listen to billionaires? You know what I'm saying? And we got to take off them barriers in our mind because a lot of these people, man, they that's billionaires. The majority of them, they didn't start with no million, not even $1 million loan. But we gotta look at it like, say, for instance, Trump got a $1 million loan from his dad. What did he do? Like, you know what I'm saying? He got up to billions of dollars. How many people that do we know since the day we was born? They've been millionaires. Like all we know is the millionaire such and such and such and such. but they never even got to $100 million. They just been millionaires since we know it. To get to the next level, to get up to $1 billion, man, is the really dilly, man. You got to, so we got to take the barriers off our mind, and I like where we at, to where we got to remind ourselves like this ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is big. This is big.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, it's
I would
big.
say it's big, and I would say that Nvidia is trying to take over OpenAI. They're smart enough to know that this is the future, and they have enough capital
Mm-hmm.
to invest to take over. And their chips are already in most AI products. So, yeah, I think they are trying to take over AI. That's my opinion.
Right. Okay. And yeah. Now, what you mean take over? Like, you mean like take over the company and then they start their own thing, or you mean they're just trying to have a dominant?
I think they're trying to have more stake than anybody in OpenAI.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
comes to I think they're going to own more AI than a Nvidia, Microsoft. I mean, a Microsoft, an Apple. Um, um, some of these other companies that are out here who Microsoft. I think I said that already, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that they're gonna put enough money and time into it to where that their product is ran more by OpenAI than
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they putting 100 billion in there. Yeah. They surpassed Microsoft now.
to,
Microsoft.
to, to, to build a giant data. And they said they're going to first give them 10 billion right away, right off the bat, and then they're going to see how things work because um, they want to invest. You get what I'm saying? It's not like they wrote a contract or anything saying we're going to invest, but that's their outlook. Their outlook is we're going to invest 100 billion into it, but we're going to start with 10 right off the bat, right away, and see how that goes first.
Right. And again, I wanna start relating more to the barber aspect during our conversations, because I know that I'm not the only one that thought like that. And that means people thinking like that, the way that I said that, to where they think that's too much, that's out of my range. Let me go and find some lower level stuff to where I'm at. You get what I'm saying? The way the barbers can learn from this, from the big boys, it ain't about how much you invest in. It's going back to what you said. They're just trying to have stake in every aspect that's growing. So we need to follow the money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the it's a wise man once said that yeah, what's easier to than building up a $1 billion company is investing in one. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to necessarily build it. If you feel like you out the range, you know what I'm saying? Just invest into it. Follow what they're doing. They're showing you in plain time how they got to be that billionaire company. You feel what I'm saying? So move the way that they're moving. You feel what I'm saying? So invest in what they're investing in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you can put in, because you can buy fractional shares into everything that they're investing in. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where your money should go. The way that they're moving.
Yeah, so you're saying that they should go invest. You're saying they should, where the money is going, that's where they should go invest. So in stocks, obviously, because you
And
said
stock and index funds, because we want to, we always want to do the smart investments at the beginning. You know what I mean? You'll grow more risk adverse once you start making more income from your barbering, and then you free up all of the outside stuff, and then you be able to be more aggressive. But first thing first, you gotta build your foundation. It's a way to build a house. You know what I'm saying? And that's designing. That I that associate that with the planning. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna study, then we're gonna make a plan, then we're gonna take action. And the foundation is always the index funds first. So those industries, we're investing into these industries. So what's actually, you an index fund type of guy, man?
No, that's what I was about to ask you because I invested in ETFs, indexes, like you said.
I mean, ETF.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. The All Star teams.
same idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Same idea. You got a batch of good companies, and
Mhm.
ETFs they do exchange them out as well. So if a company isn't performing, but they've been in this ETF 4 or 5 years, they will exchange it out for a better company. That's
Yeah.
why VTI, VOO, QQQ, SPY. these are great ETFs to invest in,
Yeah.
because you won't see the Nvidia 400% in 2 years, 3 years, but you won't see 400 loss as well. There's companies that have lost 400% in 2 or 3 years. But the ETF SPY QQQ, they're not ever going to lose 400% in 2 years. They're never going to gain it though. So it's steady money. That's why you diversify your money. That's why you put your money in things that are less risky and more risky. Like Lawrence say, the more risk, the more reward. And it seems like right now, and what's been happening, there's been a lot of reward if you would have been invested.
It's
And that's
that
why
time.
I was listening to EYL yesterday was saying, like if you've been listening to us, we've been talking about tech this whole time.
Man.
Any of y'all invested in tech, y'all up since we've been talking.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
No way
You invested in
around.
Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, AMD, any of these from when
Yeah.
they started talking to 2019 or whenever that was.
Yeah.
It's up. Ain't none of them stocks down. So invest in ETFs. Also try to diversify your money in other things: stocks, real estate, crypto. Right? We ain't heard nothing about crypto lately. Was
Yeah.
that all-time high? We anywhere around there?
And folks need to be up in that thing, man. That this is the time that you need to be studying when everybody else focus on some other stuff. That's the ding, ding, ding. Don't let. But let me bless them before we even go to crypto. The
No, I
chip.
wouldn't go into crypto.
Okay,
I got another question. If you want to talk about crypto, but I wasn't
okay.
going.
But
I
I
was
want.
saying we ain't heard about it. What, about 2 or 3 weeks? We ain't talked about crypto. I don't think
Yeah, yeah.
nothing's big has happened.
And I'm up in that thing, man. I'm up in that thing. And but you want to guys that want to invest into the chips because that's where we're at right now. We're in the design. All these guys are designers. They like the people that's making the blueprint. You know what I mean? Nvidia, um, AMD, even Intel. You know, but they're designers of the chips. SMH is an ETF to where you can invest into the chips right now. So that's an ETF, SMH. Look it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we did. I think we have already before on the show.
Okay.
S what?
SMH. Like shaking my head.
Yeah, yeah,
Be
yeah.
easy to look.
$32. Oh, $323.
And it's up. Like, look, how much is up as of lately?
Let's see. Year to date, it is up 33%. If you put your money in there 5 years ago, you're up 290%.
Come on, man.
That's a great ETF. Well, let's see. Let's see what the holdings are. Nvidia, AVGO. I don't even know what that is. They got AMD in there. They got L. So what are these? Just chips? They're all chips?
They are chips. They
Oh,
just
okay. Okay. So
yep.
Nvidia, AVGO. That's ticker symbol AVGO. Next ticker symbol is LRCX, AMD, and TSM. So all these are chips. Nvidia has the biggest percentage. It's 21% in there. The next one down is 9%. AMD has 6% in it. That's the third biggest one in there. TSM has 10%. That's the second highest holding in this ETF.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This seems like a good one right here.
Man, it's 100%, man. So barbers, follow the money. Pay attention
Mm-hmm.
to this stuff, man. Where you gonna get 300% on your money? You ain't getting it from the bank. You know what I'm saying? You
No.
ain't getting it from goddamn man. It ain't even it. The S&P 500 ain't up 300 probably. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no goddamn up no 300. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's what it 300% on your money, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the one right there.
Right.
I think that's killing all of them right there. It's got because it got them damn chips, man. Them chips is making things go ridiculous. Yeah, because even Spy's only up a little bit over 107% in 5 years. So
Yeah, man.
that one really went hard. Oh yeah, I'm about to go and get me some of that. I didn't have none of that.
Hey,
That's a good jewel
oh,
right there.
that's what we here for, man. We
Yep.
spreading the new news, the new news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I better get your bar of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, also about Nvidia, Nvidia is putting $5 billion into Intel
Yeah.
to co-develop data center. More data, huh? They
Data,
putting
man.
data. That's where the money's at, huh?
Data, the new
The
gold.
data. You
For
got
real.
some
For real.
data, boy. You living on the beach.
For sure.
Yeah. Nvidia putting $5 billion into Intel to co-develop a data center and PC chips.
Uh-huh.
So, is Nvidia helping Intel or just buying a piece of them to stay in control? What do
Man, if
you
I was
think?
to guess, is like we were saying, Nvidia they want to dominate every aspect that has anything to do with this um, artificial intelligence world, and they're the leaders in GPUs, but AMD is the leaders in CPUs, and Intel, their thing is more focused on CPUs. Now with Nvidia investing into them, that's their way to also dominate that market. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, as you know, if I invest that amount of money, now I definitely get to get, even before I invest in anything, I get to get the information. If we're not going to buy a business, if we don't know what your bills is, the cash flow, how you're operating, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you already know what time it is. We just bought a business. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to buy a business, I need to know everything behind how it's running. So that's what I think it is. And they got the money to do it, and they're acting right now while the getting is good. So that's why I believe that they're investing $5 billion there, is because they're going for that CPU market.
So do you think they're trying to stay in control, or are they trying to help them?
Well, you know what? How much percentage of stake is $5 billion into Intel?
The company is worth 139 billion. So
100.
five is probably a little over 2 or 3%.
Okay, that's baby. You know what I'm saying? But they a little information. Don't get they tap in. If they can get Intel to running um in a race where they have a better chance, is that's the CPU market, and they got some stake in it, that's good for them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's so it's an investment. That's all it is, because they're dominant in the GPU area, and AMD is dominant in the CPU area. You feel what I'm saying? So they want to be
Yeah.
all around. You can't take over if you don't have 51% in a business. You can't control it. You can't take over. You know what I'm saying? So they're just trying to make sure they're doing like what we were just telling the barbers, man. You know what I'm saying? Just have you something in there. You know what I mean? Don't worry about, oh man, I can't, buy a whole Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So I missed out. No, look at the percentage on how much is going up. Whatever you put into that mug is gonna go up the percentage of the whole. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what they're doing, man. Follow the money and invest your money like the billionaires are investing their money.
A lot of people don't understand percentages, man. They don't.
Uh-huh.
They don't get it. I've talked to a lot of people that they don't even get percentages. Like you're saying, like they're really thinking, like I got to buy a whole Bitcoin. Like
Yeah. Yeah. No,
you just whatever percent it goes up is what you're gonna get. But they don't
man.
really understand percentage. So
Yeah.
again, are they helping Intel, or are they trying to stay in control?
Well, they invest. They're helping them. They're helping
Oh,
them.
they're help. So they're there to help them. You think?
Yeah, they're there to help them, but they want something in return. They
Yeah,
want
yeah. Because you're saying they can't control nothing.
No, you can't control with a small percentage like that. That's
Yeah,
you just getting just getting some of the money. You
yeah.
get take little benefits, and you get to look a little deeper into the information they're learning. And yeah, they can't take over with 2%, whatever the case. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, my opinion is, I don't think they're trying to help Intel. I don't, I don't see. It's cutthroat, right? Ain't nobody helping nobody. Ain't nobody. The Bulls ain't helping the Lakers. The Saints ain't helping the Giants. I don't
Yeah.
think they helping them.
Mhm.
But what happened was when it did, it was $23 when they bought it. It was $23.38, and then it went up to $29 and 86 cents. So that was a 30% jump when the news did go down.
Mhm.
And obviously Intel, they've been trying to recover for a minute. So obviously the 5 billion, 2-3% is going to help them in some way.
Mhm.
But I guess the question, yeah, they can't control it, but I don't think that they're trying to help them. Why would they try to help them? Why would they try to
Well,
help their competitors?
I mean, we could look like that. We could look at it like that. At the end of the day, when you accept investments, that's up to you to protect yourself at all time, knowing that the game is cutthroat. You know what I mean? And whatever their intentions is, oh well, and we thought of that already. So I'm put the things in place in order for whatever bad thing that could happen. We have the protection. So I will hope that, you know, I'm just saying, if I'm trying to make some money, the only way, if I'm
You
trying to make
talking
some
about if
money,
you talking
like,
about if you Nvidia or you Intel?
yeah, if I'm Nvidia, say I'm Nvidia, and I want to help you out, you know what I'm saying? And your Intel, the only way that I can help you out is making sure that you win in some type of category. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how that can help me out. I don't know how that can help me out if I bring you down. If I bring you down, I'm bringing myself down. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, once you put 5 billion in, you say.
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, if I
I mean,
put,
you're worth 4 trillion. You put 5 billion to fuck them over. Now they're out of competition. It only took you 5 billion to destroy them, but you're not going to destroy them only 2-3%. So you know,
yeah,
just
yeah,
jogging question.
yeah.
We'll
I'm
see though,
serious.
right? We're gonna see. The future gonna tell, right?
Yeah, because you gotta look at it like this too. I look at because it's all about a, any type of takeover is still in the aspect of, yeah, no, I can agree with that though, man. Because that we'll go too deep with that, but just the key thing is that 2-3% not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't gonna do it at the end of the day.
And
So
it doesn't sound right. A competitor helping another competitor. Burger King don't help McDonald's. You know,
yeah, right,
you know.
yeah,
So but we'll see, right? Time will tell.
right.
Okay, but talking about all that great Nvidia stuff, guess what China's doing? It's gonna ban AI chips. They say. China
Wow.
told its companies like Baidu, Beiti Dance, and Alibaba to stop buying Nvidia AI chips.
Uh-huh.
So, does this move force China to build its own chip faster? And could this hurt American lead in tech? Could that hurt us
Well,
by China not messing with us? I think we kind of talked about this last time. We didn't think that it would really affect us.
yeah, I don't think that we was really reliant on China. You know, it would help for them to buy more and put some money in the pot, but I think they were more reliant on Nvidia than Nvidia was reliant on them. You know, and for them to ban chips, period, they obviously have.
Nvidia chips,
Okay,
Nvidia AI chips,
oh, so Nvidia chip, not chips in.
Nvidia AI chips.
Oh yeah, they were banning Nvidia. We talked about this before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They banned because they said for security reasons. So obviously they thought it was some spy aspect in the chips, and also those chips were lower level chips anyways, um, because Trump had to approve for Nvidia to sell them, and he was getting like a 15%. The government was getting 15% off of all of the sales, and it was a lower level because they don't want the competition. But yeah, you can't get away from the chips. The chips is what's necessary to run AI. So if they're gonna say no to those chips, they got to say yes to some other chip, and they're probably building their own. You know, they want to build their own.
Well,
You
no,
know,
remember they said they were building their own. Remember?
yeah.
I
So
thought that's what they said. Remember when we talked about it? I thought they said they were building their own chip, but because it says does this force China to build its own chip or faster? You know, like they
okay.
already were talking about doing it, so is this going to make them faster? Yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Because
They
they know.
said the video stock dropped too after that, after the news. Obviously not that much, but it did drop a
Yeah.
little bit. Obviously, catalyst is always going to make a stock go up and down,
Right.
right? So it makes it move.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. All right. So what about the Amex Platinum Card fee? American Express is raising the Platinum Card fee from $695 to $895 in 2026. With everything getting more expensive, will people keep paying almost $900 a year just to carry this card? What do you
Mhm.
think? You have this card, don't you?
No, I have the gold.
Oh,
I heard good things
what's the
about the.
difference?
They have access to those. Um, they have like some rooms in the airport to where you get in there for free. You get all type of free drinks and stuff, and you know what I mean, stuff like that. You know, just based off of what I heard from my customers and stuff like that. Yeah, they got some
So
other.
it said the card offers 350 $3,500 in credits for Uber, streaming, hotels, and more.
Yeah.
They also get Adobe, but business users also get credit for Adobe and Dell.
Uh huh.
I knew Adobe was in there.
Okay.
Yeah, competing with banks like Chase and Citi are raising fees too. So you got Citibank or Chase that they've been raising their fees on their annual credit cards as well if they have one.
Uh huh.
Yep, and it's aimed at high spending customers, not the average people.
Yeah. Yeah. Obvious. That's. It sounds like everything has to do with traveling for the
Yeah,
most part. So
Uber, hotels,
yeah. Yeah. So
streaming, I guess.
yeah. Yeah. Streaming comes with traveling. You know, people are on an airplane streaming. You know, that's what they do during their flight. You know, people are watching movies and stuff, and it's yeah. So you just have to look and see if that's something that you do often, and then that'll is that your main benefit? Is that going to be a benefit to what you do far as business? But yeah, and I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. So I would have to just do the investigation. It has to be worth. They think it's worth it. If they can raise their price that much, they must have looked at some data and said that our customers are saving this much, and so this $200 upgrade is going to be worth it to them. They're going to continue to spend. You know.
Okay, all right. All right, so what about Apple? Apple prices getting too high. They say Apple keeps raising prices on iPhone, Macs, and even subscribers. People
Mhm.
wonder if they're pricing themselves out. So are Apple fans paying for true value, or are they just paying for the brand name now? What is your
I
opinion on
am
that?
for the brand name. I tell you that because once I switched from my Galaxy 3 to Apple, I noticed immediately that the Galaxy, that the Android and the Galaxy was way better, man. It's just the camera, you know, and you know the new features that they have on this 17. You have to have at least a 16 to even benefit off the new update stuff like that. So I don't I don't understand the upgrade thing. I don't know. I gotta do some more investigating in the 17, but I ain't really like that loyal to Apple, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, even though while I'm talking to you on the Apple phone and I'm doing my research on my other Apple phone, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, nah, man. I would say the brand more than anything.
Yeah, I would say the brand. I would say people are more on the brand. It's almost like Jordan, and wearing Jordan just because
Yeah.
it's a status quo. I got the iPhone. I got especially when people were buying the new ones every 2 years. Remember, or every year or something. Remember, every new grade they were getting them. Now people are holding phones much longer than they used to. I remember at one time, 2013, 14, 15, man, every time they came out, I was right there, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new was happening with them, but it was just because it was like the new Jordans. You get the new Jordans that day. The new blue ones came out. You wearing them that weekend, you the man. The
Man,
new iPhone came out, and you got it in your hand. Shoot, that's easy to talk to females. Female. Oh,
easy.
what's that? The iPhone. Oh yeah, you ain't seen it. Da, 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 da. Same with the
Fact.
shoes. So it was a status quote. At my younger age. So I think for me right now, the reason why I continue to buy it. I got an old iPhone, but I continue to buy it is because I'm familiar with it. And when you become
Yep.
familiar with things, it becomes easier. Sometimes you will even take less because you're familiar with something. A mechanic, a
Mm-hmm.
barber, a wife,
There we
a
go.
husband.
A girl, old flame. People circling back around. You know what I'm saying? Wasting time like a mud, boy, because they was comfortable. They don't want to get out here in this market and upgrade. You know, that's a real mental thing too, man. The way you do one thing is how you do everything else, man. You
I
know.
mean, look how you came out here. You came out here from California, from Akron. You know, like okay, I'm gonna take a chance, man. You know, a lot of people don't want to take that chance. You know, like you said, you got a lot of friends out there that you feel that could make it out here and do really good out here, but they seem to be scared or not willing to take that chance. They're familiar with Akron. They know that they can continue to live a life at least like that without taking a chance of coming out here and actually bubbling up because they think maybe they could lose, you know.
Yeah.
I came out here on the run, so I had no choice. It was either that or prison again. You know what I mean? So but when I came out here, boy, I seen how it was, man. I said, man, it's basically double. Everything double out here. Everything is double, and everybody. There's so many people doing their thing out here that. I mean, when I say they thing, as in they're bubbling up with their businesses and what they're doing, they ain't got time to hate on you. Where I come from, a lot of hatred. Like the time I was there, I don't know about now. I ain't been there in years, but when I was there, it seemed like a lot of hatred at the time.
Yeah.
You know. And out here, you know, I don't feel hatred at all. You know, I just feel people are busy. They're doing their own thing. They be maybe a little more selfish to themselves. But hey, it's all good. You know, it's all good. You know. So yeah, I think it's definitely off the brand. I think they're definitely buying things off because of what the name is. Apple. It's a status quo. And then also people like me is familiar. I'm buying it because it's familiar, but I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not buying a new. I'm buying a new one when that subscription is over and that phone starts to go down a little bit. Like right now though, I got to get another one because the camera, man, you got to stay up with the camera. You got to your content has to look good, you know. So you got to stay up with that. So that's the only reason I am gonna buy the new one is because of the content that we're putting out. So long as you're using that, and guess what, guys? That's a business deduction in some type of way. That's a business expense.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm buying that new phone is because I need it for the camera. However, I will have personal calls on there. Now, the only way I can make that a full deduction is if it's only business, where there's no personal calls on there at all, and I'll probably do that. So that will be completely deducted. But if it's not, if you're still using, you don't have a personal phone to show that okay, I got a personal phone and I got a business phone, you only got one phone, then you can get some of it off. It's a percentage that you can get off of for your deduction, and that's when you need to talk to your tax accountant or CPA, right? CPA is a tax strategist, right?
Certified public accountant.
Yeah.
And we got to learn too from Apple though, you know, because psychology matters. Building a brand, they built a brand, man, and they became familiar. The if you're building a brand, that's what you want to do. That's why social media matters. That's why showing up at these barber expos where all the top dogs is there. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, like, you know, getting content, opening my all this type of stuff. You want to make yourself familiar. You know what I mean? To where they think of you when they think of this. You get what I'm saying? So it really matters, man. It can take you to another level.
Okay, Mark Zuckerberg dropped the new Meta Ray-Ban glasses with built-in displays for $800. $800. Price is higher than most phones. I don't know what most phones are. I guess most phones. Not no Apple phones though. I think the lowest phone is $1,000 in Apple right now. Might be 800. What's the lowest phone Apple that you do? What do you think it would be? Without looking it up.
Heck if I know, man, because I haven't.
Because you top dog. You just go to the biggest phone. Right?
No, not definitely. I got a 15, and they got over on me too. Man, make sure that you check the amount of storage. Make sure you check the amount of gigabytes that you get. I didn't know that it was two different sizes, as far as the gigabytes. And so my last phone, it had half the amount of storage as my new phone.
Your new one got the terabyte, right? The whole terabyte.
I mean, no terabyte. Yeah. I got the terabyte. See, that's the thing you got to pay attention to. The terabyte in the what they call that, the cloud. The terabyte in the cloud
is different from the terabyte on your phone.
Do with the terabyte in the phone. What you got, the storage in your phone matter more than the cloud, because the cloud only mirrors the what's going on in the phone. So if I got 500 gigabytes in my phone and I got a terabyte in cloud, I would never be able to use the terabyte in the cloud. I can only use 500 gigabytes worth of that 1 terabyte in the cloud. So that's what happened to me. My old phone had double the gigabytes than the the gigabytes that I have in my new phone. You know what I mean? So that's the thing that you have to pay attention to. But you know, I don't know the amount. They just told me if I turn in my new phone, I would have $700 to get the latest phone. And the only way I would be interested in that is because the new phone has the artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And you know we big on artificial intelligence, so that's the only reason why I would upgrade.
So is the glasses the future or just another expensive toy?
Um, the new one you said?
I'm saying just is glasses. Period. Like is
Okay. Oh, so
is,
the
is, is,
glasses.
is the glasses? Yeah. Is that you know how they're trying to say we're trying to go from that to the leaving phones eventually away and we're just gonna have glasses? Do you think that's really the future or is this just another toy and but we're gonna keep these phones?
I can see the glasses being that because the glasses you're able to have a conversation with the glasses right now. So it's just like us having the headphones and everybody's conversing through their headphones. It's no different from having the glasses and conversing through your glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And,
I think. I mean, yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to tie. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we do so much of this. How is this not going to go? Especially if you can't speak well, like like some of my customers in there that ain't got a lift and stuff. How you going to talk to this thing and it's going to know what to say or do exactly? I
well,
feel
you
like
know,
we gotta. So
see,
I don't know if the glasses are the future. They
well,
keep
the thing
talking
is,
about them.
well, you know that
Watches didn't take over.
the
Did they ever say that watches were going to take over?
now that was reaching. That was reaching because every time you talk to your phone, your watch, you got to do this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My hands is the reason why that I got the headphones is because my hands is busy. You feel what I'm saying? Like so, but with the glasses, it's gonna be just like the headphones because I can use my hands while I'm talking, and artificial intelligence learns you. You feel what I'm saying? Even the beginning of it, they called it machine learning. So whatever accent you have or whatever, after a while, is gonna make itself accustomed to your way of talking. So even if you talk with a slur, you be saying stuff all out of context, it'll eventually catch on to you.
You think it'll catch on to Triple OG?
It'll even catch on to my guy Triple O.
Hey,
Man.
and then look, I wear glasses. It ain't fun wearing glasses all the time. You think people gonna wear it? Well, I guess you're only wearing them when you need them, huh?
Yeah, yeah, because I
It ain't
can't.
like you just wearing them
Yeah,
when you're driving and all that.
yeah, I can't stay having the headphones on all the time. I don't even, yeah, as you see, I don't even have my headphones on. I'm cutting it. Only time
What
I
you
got
mean, your earpiece or your
earpiece.
headphones?
Yeah, earpiece is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Earbuds. I don't even wear earbuds or nothing unless I'm about to listen to something or about to talk to somebody because it messes with me. Your ear. Yeah, and this is what I don't think a lot of people notice this too. Like you sound different when you talking to somebody. I be having to decipher who people talking to. They be having their headphones on, and then they be talking, and this sound like you just talking out loud. And then, you know what I'm saying? It distorts some stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That's another reason too. That I don't be having my headphones on because I've noticed how other people sound. They try to talk to me, and then they got the headphone on, and then they might be listening to stuff and still trying to talk to us. We got to know that we focus the a big thing with geniuses, man, is that they are able to focus for a long time. Everybody has genius in them. When you're watering down your focus, you're watering down the genius in you. You feel what I'm saying? You can never reach the heights of a real genius if you're watering down the most important denominator between all geniuses. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to focus ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why the myth of multitasking is just a myth. You can't focus on two, three different things at the same time. You're every time you focus over here, boom, and then something else happened, then you focusing over, you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So focus really matters, man. Having something. distracting you, man. This guy,
You never drive in text?
hey, man, listen, I did, and man, sometimes I throw the doggone phone behind me because dog it out. You trying to text and drive. I done looked up and I'm on the other side of the dang on lane, and that's why Las Vegas has all these doggone accidents because folks trying to text and driving with their knee. You know what I'm saying? They even if you talk texting, you know what I'm saying, you still got to look down at your phone and see if it came out
Yeah,
correct.
if you talking and driving, you're doing two different things.
Yeah, exactly. It's still taking off the focus. I didn't rode around in a circle trying to talk and then drive.
I've been in the car with you.
Yeah, you already know. You already know. It's just real. That's so. I just folks got to pay attention, man. Focus is very, very important, man. Focus is very, very, very important.
Okay. So last thing, elephant in the room. Elephant in the room. Your boy, Tank Davis and
Uh,
Jake Paul had their first press conference yesterday. Did you see it?
oh yeah, I seen the press conference. I did.
Okay, yeah, you seen the press conference. They faced off. The fight will be in Miami, November 4th. 10 rounds. 12-ounce gloves. Is that the usual gloves?
No, eight is the.
Oh, so they're gonna have pillows on.
Not really, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't spar with 16-ounce gloves. No, you gonna feel that. Them gloves ain't
Why
pillows.
they not in 8 then?
Huh? Well, the
That's
size
what
difference. The
that's
size.
what Canelo just fought in 8.
Um, they probably did. They be switching it up though. You know what I mean? I
So
check,
it's no
but
standard
sometimes it
for
be 8,
professionals.
10. You know what I'm saying? But
And this is
usually,
12, so a little
yeah,
bit bigger.
yeah. Usually the elite fights is at with 8. But the size difference, though, the size difference is gonna help. You know what I mean, as far as the cushion and stuff like that. But no, you can feel gloves as gloves, man. You know what I'm saying? Folks get knocked out in sparring with 16-hour gloves.
Okay.
Mhm.
Max weight 195 pounds. So
Yeah,
since Tank normally fights at 135, is this matchup fair, or is Jake Paul using his size and money to set up business moves for the future?
yeah, man. That is unfair. It is unfair. I get they trying to equal it out because they said that Jake Paul has only 5 years of boxing experience versus um, Tank. He's been fighting since he was 7. He's like 30 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and the experience um,
I feel
makes it.
like Jake Paul been fighting longer than that, though. See, I feel like he was the pandemic. You didn't know him in the pandemic, then, huh? That was fine. Because when he fought Tyrone Willie, shit, he already been boxing for a couple of years when he knocked that motherfucker out. When he knocked Nate Robinson out. What was that? Was that before the pandemic? Do you remember?
You know what? I ain't really started paying attention to him until he fought the Woodley. Well, Woodley. That was during the pandemic. Yeah, I was up here, and
You was up here already?
no, not the set. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I watched both of them up here. Yeah, I watched. We had the
Oh,
Airbnb.
2020. Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
boxing before that. So they trying to say he's been boxing professionally for
yeah,
5 years.
for 5 years.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Tank had been boxing since 7 for 5 years for professionally since he was
but
7. So
yeah, but he got over 100 amateur fights though. You know what I'm saying? He got over 100 amateur fights. So it's him. Uh, Jake Paul got barely. He don't barely even got no amateur fights. You know what I'm saying?
they said Georgia
But if
refused to approve the fight because of the weight gap. So that's why they moved it to Miami,
okay. You said who refused it?
Atlanta. I mean Georgia. Georgia.
Oh,
They
okay. Yeah,
refused to
yeah.
approve the fight at that weight.
Yeah, yeah, no, I could dig it though. I mean, no, it's dangerous. That's why Tank said he ain't taking him lightly. You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous for sure. Because oh boy, he knocking out big boys too. You know what I'm saying? Power, power matters for sure. Like everybody know, you could be winning the whole fight and then get knocked out in the 12th round. You feel what I'm saying? In the 10th round in this case. But yeah, this is what it is.
Who you got?
I mean, I would naturally take Gervonta Davis. You know, I'm rooting for Gervonta Davis. It's but it's definitely real that it's possible that they could win. It's so unfair, man. In
Why? He's 30
195.
to 40 pounds heavier. Jake
If
Paul is naturally 30 to 40 pounds heavier.
yeah,
Naturally.
yeah. Say if Tank say I'm gonna go ahead and if it's 195, I'm gonna get up to 195. He gonna be so slow and sluggish, and he gonna run out of gas. Like he can't.
And then he can never go back to 135 after that, huh?
Man, He could, because you got people like you know, R.I.P. Ricky Hatton that used to fight at 140, Floyd Mayweather at 140. He was known in between his fights to weigh 200 pounds, and then he would go down to 140 when it's time to fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it happens. So he could go down, but that's doing something to your health, going up and down, adding all that fat and losing. That's unhealthy, man. You know.
He'll be adding muscle though, right? More muscle than fat, right?
He would try to, but it takes a while to gain muscle. Muscle is, if you gain, god dang, 10 pounds of muscle in a month, that's a ton. Like you doing some stuff to gain 10 pounds of muscle, man. I tried it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they said they're gonna be taking the best test, right? What is that called? The ASADA testing or whatever.
Oh yeah, the steroids test, and they need.
Yep. So you can't be on them shit. You can't be on the
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, man. We got to go with Gervonta Davis, man. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna outbox him. He's gonna keep moving. He's gonna
Yeah,
keep moving like he's supposed to move. He's gonna
yeah,
be in and tagging. I think it's gonna be almost like Canelo. I don't think Jay Paul gonna get a clean one on him. You
yeah.
know?
And it's already documented that Gervonta Davis punches harder than Deontay Wilder, as far as that punching test they had. You see that one where they punched the thing and it shows the number of how powerful is your punch.
Yeah. You talking about that bag day?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he has the punch to knock a heavyweight out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's gonna test that chin. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna test
Hey
that.
man, you gotta stop. You gotta be professional, man. It's the second time, bro. I don't want to have to pull you out there like that. All right?
Hey, you know what? I didn't even recognize
Right.
it.
It's the second time, man. It's cloth talk. We don't get down like that.
Straight up.
You see, I'm sitting outside so my kids wouldn't bother me. You know?
Right.
I had the window though, like, what's up?
Right. They try. Right.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the Cloth Talk Show. I'm glad everybody came and joined in. This is where we put the financial literacy with the barbering. We try to put current events that are happening out there, especially where you can put your money, places that you can think to put your money. You can do your research to put your money. We like to talk about it. So we like to put the financial literacy with the barbering. We want you eventually to be financially free one day like we will be. And that's it.
Yeah, that's straight up, man. And yeah, always learn from everything we talking about, man. As a barber, you know, we're adding it together. So yeah, he's taking the risk. Gervonta's taking the risk, and the reward is supposedly he's getting 120 million.
That's
So
not. He hasn't said it though for sure.
yeah, it's a rumor. It's a rumor,
Yeah,
and
it's a rumor right now.
he
Tens of millions of dollars for sure he's gonna make.
yeah, way more. And he kept alluding to say that I'm doing what's best for me. He didn't want to say the money exactly, but it was obvious that it's the money. It was offering him such a amount of money that it was worth the risk. So weigh that type of stuff, and don't be scared to take risks, man. You know, but long as you measuring the stuff to see if it's worth it, is the risk worth the reward? And at the end of the day, yeah.
All right, peace. See you later.
Peace, one.
See y'all next week.
Until next week. Yep.